There is a way your heart needs to be textured in order for you to do business with a spirit being. And that's why you find out that nobody goes to visit a warlock with his phone out of tune, because they know the dread of the deity. So they condition themselves not to be out of line, because Satan is not that merciful. No one forgets all the precautions that need to be taken in order for him to come consult with the demonic shrine. And until you texture your heart and develop the culture of reverence, it will be difficult for you to be intimate with God. Because there is a possibility. You know, when you are building, the difference between intimacy and familiarity is one word. You are not with me? Yes, what is the name of that word? It's contempt. So when you have contempt in your heart, it means you have become a victim of familiarity. It is possible for you to become familiar with God if you don't do anything deliberate to texture your heart to accommodate reverence. You will be in God's presence and you'll be sending text messages. You'll be in God's presence and you'll strap your ears with your earpiece and then you're watching movies. It's a culture that you must compel your heart to adopt if you want to do business with the God of the Bible. It's a culture. If I'm sending, because a lot of people send in messages, prayer points, we receive on a daily basis, and it's loads. If I have, and I try to at least respond to every day, I take 30 minutes, I try to respond myself to some people. If I must type God, it must be capital G. It's an act of reverence. I will delete it and make sure I correct myself. It must be capital G. In fact, in those days when the script of scripture was being written, the Old Testament in Hebrew, the scribes would take their bath before they write Yahweh. And you can imagine how they wrote the book of Psalms, how many times they had to take their bath. Because Yahweh, Yahweh. So you take your bath to write 15 verses. Reverence. So that you will not come by it at face value. It will not become an object of contempt, because your heart has that attitude because of the fall to trivialize the things of God. Because God will not say he will kill you now. No, he won't. But the devil will say that up front, so that you take care of yourself before you come close. Because of that, we do not reverence him. Would not ensure that our hearts are in the right places to transact and to do business in great waters.